is not going to be too high for her. The tile adhesive, I just some stuff that cannot be used anymore. Yeah, there's still a lot of things that needs to be done. I'm so sorry if this is so messy. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. Dzień dobry. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to day one of me helping mom finish her unfinished house that was being destroyed by Typhoon Odette in the year 2021. So if you guys have watched the previous vlog, then you know that I have shared to you guys mom's house and what are the things that needs to be done and needs to be worked on. So we have the floor, it needs to be tiled, and of course, as you guys can see, the outside of the house is not being rendered, the inside is not being rendered as well. And also we have a problem with mom's kitchen since the countertop is really high for her height. So that's one thing that I have asked you guys for any recommendations, if you guys have any suggestions. And indeed, a lot of you guys were able to share your ideas on what's the best thing to do for mom's countertop, which is really high. So we're gonna talk about that later on. The other day, mom and I went to the city to look for tiles so we can put tiles on her floor since the kitchen and living doesn't have tiles yet, and that's something we have to prioritize so that the floor can be walked on barefoot, or like you don't need to wear flip-flops inside, but still I know you need to wear because tiles can be cold and it's not good for your arthritis. I want to really do the tiles first. We went to Home Builders and mom was able to choose the tiles that she really likes. She really loves blue, but there's no blue available that looks good for the floor, so she opted for another color. I'm gonna share with you guys today the tiles that she decided to choose. And also we tried renting a truck, guys, that could help us bring all of the tiles that we ordered from the city here in the countryside. Unfortunately, there was no truck available, so yesterday mom rented a jeepney. Yes, we have to use a jeepney, guys, to actually take all the tiles. So yesterday they were able to bring all the orders that we did, and so I'm gonna take you guys inside. So I'm gonna show you the tiles and the orders that we got in the city. So I know that a lot of you guys have actually mentioned mom's house is so messy. What is going on? Why is the stuff is all over the place? And this is because this house is not just mom's home, but also it is a sari-sari store, okay? I know a lot of you have anxiety of watching this. It's all over the place. We have some chips on the top. We have eggs. Everything is so like very chaotic. It's so messy. I know that, okay? And I'm not here to like sugarcoat things or appear things to look neat and clean when it's not. All right? What you see is what you get. And this is the reality, okay? So this is because mom's kitchen and this living is also her sari-sari store, all right? Sari-sari store is a convenience store that we have here in the Philippines where you can get little things here and there or basic necessities like coffee, soap, any detergent, soy sauce, everything, whatever. So mom is selling that. That's her little side hustles. That's one of her million side hustles in order to make ends meet, okay? So this is how it looks. And yeah, we have 2 refrigerators. She's also selling beer, she's selling some soft drinks and bread, everything. You can find it here. The reason why it's not as tidy as you'd like it to be, it's because mom has so many side hustles in the world and she's just like a one-woman show. She has everything going on in her life. And so here I am today. We are going to help mom arrange everything, but first we have to work on the inside of her house. So we have to do the floor, we have to do the tiles, and then yeah, we have to pretty much pull everything out. We're gonna take it out from this house so that of course they can work on the floor. My uncle is the one that's going to do the tiles, but he is still working on something. So while he's still working on that, we have to just slowly remove everything in this living and kitchen so that once it's all cleared up, my uncle can come here and he can install the tiles. I'm so sorry if this is so messy. I'm here in mommy's bedroom, and as you guys can see, it is also not being rendered. You can see the walls house is still looking hollow block, and yeah, there's still a lot of things that needs to be done. Okay, can you guys take a look at this floor? As you guys can see, the flooring here in mommy's bedroom is already done. So this is the color that they decided to choose, but they actually tiled this one in the year 2023, and in home builders, most of the tiles that they have only last for a year, and then they change colors, they change the designs. This specific tiles that mom has in her bedroom is no longer available, so we have to choose a different color, and mom really wants the blue one, but there's nothing that is very good for the floor. Okay, so she decided to choose this. We were there for about 30 minutes. She was still thinking like which one to get. So this is really what she wanted, and looking at it now, this color and also this current tiles that mom has in her bedroom is actually looking somewhat similar, but they're not the same, but at least there's a resemblance of this color. So it's like a wooden, like brownish type of tiles. This one is a bit shiny, so it's easier to clean, and we have about 60 pieces of this 60 by 60 tiles, guys, and this will be good for the living and kitchen that is not tiled yet. And then over here, you guys can see we have here 30 by 30 as well, because mom wants to also do the walls of her bathroom. So we have about 100 pieces of the 30 by 30, guys, and this one was 23 pesos each, so this one is like 2,300 pesos for 100 pieces. And then for the tiles, the 60 by 60, this one cost around 167 pesos. You do the math, I think it was about 10,000 pesos plus for the 60 pieces. This is it. This was delivered, and aside from this, I also ordered some cement and the tile adhesive. We're here in mommy's garage. We have here her red car, the same like mine. So here also is very messy. MJ, why is everything so messy? This is because we don't have space to store everything, okay? We don't have like a shed or like a little house where you can just junk everything in there. So if you guys can see in her garage, aside from putting the car here, we have the videoke karaoke machine over there. Here we have the feeds for her pigs because she has the piggery, and here you can see we have all the bottles, empty bottles for beer, soft drinks, and everything that she sells. And then this is where we put the cement. Cement needs to be dry and it cannot be rained on. And so here, of course, this is the best place to put it. So we have a total of 20 sacks of cement because I realized it was cheaper there than getting the cement here in the countryside. So one sack of 20 kilogram cement is 182 pesos. And then I decided to get 20. And here we have the tile adhesive. I decided to get only 2. But then I realized, I was talking to Robbie and I asked him what is the best thing to do for mom's tiles. He said to use only tile adhesive. So we're gonna have to order more tile adhesive so that once they do the installation, it will be a lot faster. It will be stronger as well. And if you guys can recall, Robbie did the tiles in the house for 2 days all by himself, and he only used tile adhesive. So I'm gonna ask my uncle to watch the video where Robbie was doing it so that he will be able to follow it, and it will be really fast because my uncle actually has a really big project. We're just gonna borrow him for a few days, and let's see if his boss will allow that, but hopefully he will. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove this car. We're gonna actually park mommy's car in front of my house so that we can store most of mommy's stuff in the living and kitchen here for now, because obviously there's nowhere else to put them, so we have to get this car out and put it there in my house. So let's do that. are now starting to remove some of the stuff here in mommy's living and kitchen area. So we're starting here in the kitchen because below the countertop there has been so many junk that we have to put away. So I've already removed some in here. I have this sack. It's almost full with all of the junk. Yeah, so we're just pretty much removing everything, guys. Like, mom loves to hoard different stuff that she can get. So like, there's so many stuff in here that are still useful. So mom is collecting it. We're putting it in that other sack, and I'm the one putting some stuff that cannot be used anymore. We're gonna junk it, guys. See, like this. She still collects all of this, but she's not using them all, you know. So we have to put them away already. Like some of this, you can no longer use them, so we just put it away. There's so many in here. What is this? Oh, there's so many cell phone in here. What are these cell phone? Oi! Look at this, guys. Hala. These are like really old cell phones. Oh wow, Motorola. Have you guys tried using this one before? Look, I remember 3310, you know? Oh, this. SKK Mobile. Hoy, why are you collecting all this cell phone? Nokia. Look, my phone. Hala, 33. I remember this cell phone before. It's just collecting dust. Cherry Mobile. There's so many stuff we have to remove, guys. Look, this section here, we have that. We have this fire extinguisher. We have to remove this as well. Look, oh, that's heavy. So yeah, here we are. We're just segregating stuff. This sack is almost full with just junk, you know. So let's do this, guys. Update with our job for today. So as you guys can see here in mommy's kitchen area, the bottom of the countertop has been cleared out. You guys can see the gas is over there, but this one can be used for the next few days. But here it's all empty. On the other side, empty as well. Now everything is on top. I know. Okay, we have to clear this one out also. Now let's talk about the main problem that I do have here in mommy's house. It's actually the countertop. If you guys can see, I'm all flat out now. I have flip-flops, but that's like how many centimeters? Anyway, okay, so it's actually here in my hips waist area, guys. It is very high, and mom is shorter than me, so it's gonna be like up until here for her height. So a lot of you guys have shared your recommendations on what is the best thing to do. Some of you guys said to totally demolish the entire countertop and kitchen, but that's gonna cost us a lot of money, guys. And mom really likes her blue countertop. That's her favorite color, so we don't want to lose that. And one of you guys have mentioned to make the floor a bit steep, so we'll see about that. I'm actually gonna have to talk to my uncle who's gonna do the tiles, if what is the best thing to do. I've asked Robbie about it, and I think we have to put the step. It's okay to put a step here all the way there, so that mom will just need to take one step, and at least it will be here, so that this is not going to be too high for her. So let's see if my uncle is gonna make that idea happen, or if he has any suggestions which is better. But for now, I think that is the best way to do it, to just put a step, because we don't really want to demolish the kitchen, guys. So if you have any other idea still, without demolishing the kitchen, please comment it below. Would love to hear your thoughts. But I think the step is the best way to go. So we're gonna put like one hollow block. Mom said it's okay for her, but she will not realize it when she like grow old and she has to reach this area, and it's gonna be hard for her to cook, prepare some foods. I think by now it's the best time to remedy that, since there's no floor yet, there's no tiles. So yeah, we'll see. We'll talk about that later on. My uncle is gonna come here, and now we're gonna have to remove the sari-sari store. Actually, mom has started removing some to the garage, guys. So at least it will now be spacious, and my uncle can see that he can actually start doing the tiles, since we've already moved most of the stuff here. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna transfer all of the sari-sari store to the garage. Let's do that. Now I'm getting really tired. It is very heavy. Some of the stuff that we had to carry, like the refrigerator, one of the sofa, we had to transfer it to the garage. Some of the stuff. I'm actually really tired. And you know what? I didn't have a good sleep last night, so I think this is what's making me very tired as well. I'm so sleepy now, and I didn't eat lunch. Look. So now this is how it looks here inside of mommy's living, guys, and we still have a few items that we need to transfer, like all of these sari-sari. I'm taking a break for now. Mom is not here. She went to the piggery to feed the pigs, and I just cleaned two of the trays where she put all of her sari-sari goodies, and I'm letting it dry. It's over there, and yeah, we still have a lot to do. I don't think we can finish it today, but I really want to make sure that everything here will be removed, so that when my uncle is here, he will immediately think that he can actually start, because we don't need to move stuff anymore. So let's see. Also, I've asked Robbie about the best materials to use for the installation of the tiles, and he said I think it's better to do what he did for the house. So he used tile adhesive only, and the traditional materials that we use here in the countryside, guys, is actually a combination of cement and fine sand, and that's what my uncle normally use, and that one is kind of messy. It's also more costly because you need to get both. We're thinking of doing just adhesive. I'm gonna ask my uncle to do that.